So we did a quick win with Articulate Storyline where we just created one page and then we created a button that links to another page. That's great, but we have a lot of basics to cover before we fully understand exactly what's going on there. And the very first thing you need to learn is how to save a project and the importance of a project file as well. So with Articulate Storyline pulled up, when you create a new project like we did in the last video, the first thing you want to do is you want to save your project. The reason why is because if you lose your project or if your computer crashes for some reason, you're going to lose all the content that you just created. So that's the very first thing you want to do, and you want to save often. I can't tell you how many times I've been working on a project, not specifically Storyline, but I was working on a project for hours and I did not save and I lost it and I pretty much had to do my work over. It doesn't happen as often anymore because I'm in a habit of clicking save often, but that is something for if you're not in the habit of that you want to make sure that you're in the habit of. So when you click on File and then you go down to Save, if this is the first time you're saving your project, it'll prompt you to save your file in a certain location and give it a name. Now I'm going to do this on my desktop. You can save this on Dropbox. You can save this on a shared drive or anything like that. It may prompt you when it's on a shared drive like Dropbox that there may be some issues. I haven't run into a lot of issues myself. If you see that, that's the reason why you may want to just save it to your desktop and move it over once you're done. All right, so this is going to be my Cooking 101. Throughout this project, we're going to be building a course about cooking. Now, the content is not going to be real. We're just going to use some lorem ipsum text or some bacon ipsum text, but we're at least going to have a theme and we're going to be building pages that you could build or duplicate for your own project. Here's the Cooking 101 project. I'm going to go ahead and click on Save. Now, the first subject that I have is going to be essentially my first chapter. So Module 1. So I'll say Module 1 here. And then this is going to be my introduction. So I like to name my modules and my chapters immediately here. And I'm going to say Introduction right there. All right, so we have our first page there. Now, if you're working off of a storyboard and you've already outlined your project, your course, or anything like that, you may just want to come in here and start clicking on New Scene to create different scenes, different modules and everything. But we'll come back to that to dive more into depth there. But sometimes I like to develop this skeleton layout with all the different pages and then go into each page and start designing each page there. All right, now I can double click to get into that page and we're on our very first page. In the next video, we're going to walk through an overview of the user interface just so we know how to navigate, what the different sections are, and how to adjust some of those sections as well.